Okay, so we got another episode of Talk with Town. Today we have a special guest, a singer. She's also on reality TV. She just dropped some new music. We have Vina Love.
Hey, y'all.
Someone has sent me a question. They said, what's your background?
Well, my mom is Indian, Irish, Jamaican, and I guess black, but Jamaican black, so same thing. And then my dad is Italian and black.
So you was born here?
Yes, I was born in Harlem.
Oh, okay. So all that stuff mixed in.
Yeah.
So when did you get into music?
I started like writing stuff, like little poems and stuff, like, and I noticed I had a voice around the Nelly and Kelly Rowland dilemma
All of
time.
That,
and
what was that, 2000s?
Yeah, that was Cheetah Girl time, like around there. And yeah, exactly.
So you were singing, and it was like, oh shit, she can sing.
But I was dancing first. Like I started dancing when I was 2, so I was just dancing, performing, doing stuff like that. And then once we noticed I could sing, it was like, okay, soon we're gonna be getting ready for for high school. So we made a choice to do performing arts. That worked out.
Alright, so like since you said that you knew when you wanted to sing around like the Cheetah Girls time, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was a pivotal time in my youth.
Mine too.
Listen, 1 to 3 changed my life.
Going to 3 changed.
What was the moment, not in Cheetah Girls history, but in your life? What moment exactly, like specifically told, like you knew when you wanted to do music, not sing or you like music, but wanted to actually pursue?
Yeah, you knew you wanted to take it serious.
So I graduated high school with an amazing GPA, by the way. But I graduated late because I failed my global regent like 6 times.
New York?
I failed it 6 times. Like how, bro? And social studies and all that. I was like,
failed US
my
bare times. Don't even trip.
Yeah, like, and I had every region, but it was just that one I was having a hard time with.
I was like, what's the difference? Whatever.
When I didn't graduate on time, of course my mom was like really supportive, but she was just like, bro, like you have to figure out what you want to do because I didn't go straight to college. Like, so I took a year off and I met my former partner. We started making music. The first song we did, it was like lit.
Click.
I was like, okay, maybe we could do this. Like maybe this is lit. And I think once we did like our first show and it was like insane, I was like, okay, yeah, it's lit. Like I could do this for the rest of my life. I always knew I wanted to do it, but I needed like a moment like that to be like, yeah, like.
So you had to see it in person to believe it.
Right.
That's understandable. So like, do you feel like music came to you naturally or it was forced because your dad does music? So
definitely naturally. If it was up to my dad, I wouldn't be in the industry at all.
Oh, he doesn't like
He did it at first.
So now he's jacking it?
Yeah, I mean, he ain't got no choice.
That's really interesting. Why do you feel like he didn't want you in the music industry?
He knows.
It's a slimy game.
He's been around.
I know it's a grimy game, but like when you got talent and definitely the drive.
See, but that was the thing. My dad, he wasn't sure of my talent. Like I wasn't coming to him like singing like like I wasn't doing that. Like I was just really trying to like find my own way. Like me and my mom just like, cause I was really around my mom. Like my dad was going on tour, like he was working, he was doing a bunch of stuff. So she got to like be there when it was time. Yeah, like exactly. So when I had shows at school, she was coming to every show. My dad couldn't make it to every show. So he didn't really know that what I was saying, like I was dead serious and like it's lit, whether you with it or not. So and once he caught grip, like all right, she dead serious. And like she could really do it. I got his full support from that.
Okay, so that's good. So like, would you consider yourself to do pop music or R&B music? Like, if you had to put your music in a category, what category would you think?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, somebody just said this to me too. Like, I've been out solo for what, 3.5 years now. I probably got like 4 songs out, probably not even that. So I don't really feel like I could be put in a box in that sense yet, because there's no music out. Even when the music does come out, though, you can't, because I'm going to be doing everything. If I'm not singing it, I'm writing it for somebody. I don't care if it's country, rock, I don't care what it is. We're going to be in every genre we could possibly get in.
So you would write for people?
Yeah. I already do, absolutely. Yeah, that's where the money at.
You know what's crazy? That's actually sneaky as hell.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you could dead make music, but that's a lot of your personal time into it. But if you dead take little to no time to write a track for somebody else, you could still.
And you gotta think about it too. Like there's artists who don't have an image and can't find their image, but they have amazing voices and they have amazing writing skills. But it's like you have to be realistic. Like, okay, I will never make it as this, but I can do this. Right. If you think that way, you'll always have money.
So do you feel like you writing for other people is slowing up your music,
or?
Like it can't.
Yeah, it can't.
It can't.
Because I could write. I just did a song recently, and I was gonna release it, but after speaking to a couple people, was just like, you know what, let's just sell it. Like sometimes you write a song for yourself. If you ain't putting it out, then you just might as well give it to somebody.
Okay.
I like that. Wow, what? It's interesting to hear you say that because, you know, a lot of people come here and do interviews and things like that, and they're really confident in everything that they do.
I write my shit.
That's me, you know what I'm saying?
I write my shit.
I got no ghostwriters.
But don't get me wrong, I will say I have a hard time letting someone come write a song for me.
That's fine.
I have a hard time with that.
Because you write songs for other people.
So yeah, so it's like my mind is
what's
like...
What's wrong with my
Yeah, like what's wrong with me? Like, but I do think it's healthy to collaboratively work with someone else to get to a bigger goal. So I'm never opposed to working with somebody, but I couldn't let somebody just be like, hey, I wrote this whole song, take this song and sing it this way. I would have a hard time with that.
I feel as if you definitely just answered the question I didn't get to ask, but I was gonna ask. So
all right, that's always
don't
good.
worry about what the question was.
So my question is, do you feel like because of who your father is, you have to work 10 times harder to like get your?
I used to like before I could walk in the room and like people knew my name. I definitely felt like that, but now I don't. I feel like now I'm in a position where it's like, oh, you Vina Love. Oh, and your dad's Kid Capri? Like, I'd rather it be like that than it's like, oh, this Kid Capri daughter, her name is Vina Love. Like, you know, I feel like we kind of like established that, so.
Okay, that's good. Always want to break that. So who's your dream collab right now?
My dream collab right now is Drake, obviously, duh.
Anybody else?
Like singer, Rihanna?
Anybody else?
Rapper,
Mary J. Blige.
Mary J.
Just because, like, you know, like, it comes to a certain point in someone's career where they start to, like, you know, like, all right, I'm getting my awards, I'm getting my tributes, like, I can sit down now. But I still feel like Mary got, like, a whole nother album in her that could come out if she worked with the right younger writers and younger producers.
So you would write some shit for Mary?
Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yo, you hear that, Miss Blonde?
Yeah, auntie.
You got yourself a ghostwriter. Don't even call her a ghostwriter, just call her a writer.
Yeah,
right.
Say my line.
James Blake.
So when you write a song, like, what's your process? Do you need to be inspired? Do you have to go through something? Or do you feel...
I mean, when I'm going through something, those be the best songs,
right?
Honestly. I be in the booth
So
crying.
let me ask you a question, real quick. Your last single.
Like it or drip?
Like it.
Like it.
Like it?
Well,
I actually,
going through
you know what's so crazy?
Or you was just like, I'm gonna just make a song right now.
I was in a relationship, but I wrote that song in 2016, and yeah, like we've been recorded it and everything, and I was in a good place at that time, like, and it was, again, at that time I was in a relationship and I was in a group, so like that was the first time I went in the studio after being in a group and was like, all right, I'm about to make my own song, like, fuck it. And I did. That was the first song that we did. Song? Yeah, we kept it for so long. I shot the video this past summer and then we just now released it. So right there,
you shot that
lets me, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That lets me know, like, I'm capable of making timeless music. Like, the fact that we made it so long ago. And yes, it's very, like, when you listen lyrically, it's very elementary. Like, it's a steady pace. It's the same thing over and over again. But it's like, you would have never thought that was a couple years ago. Like,
I like that you say that because Drip and I Like It is, they're definitely two different types of songs. But regardless of when you drop it, it's definitely a slap. I like that.
Thank you.
So do you feel like you hold on to music longer, just trying to see if it's timeless, or do you feel like
I hold on to music because something's always changing. Like I got enough songs for 2 albums right now, but like.
Oh, what's the hold up?
There's things always changing. Like when you're on a TV show, like you have to be cautious of what you're releasing. Like you have contracts, you have things like that. When you looking at different labels, like everybody has, you know, like you hear a lot, so you want to be sure about what you're releasing. And I wanted to make sure, like, okay, if I only got 2 songs out right, if I only got 4 songs out right now, and I got myself to 93K on the gram. If I get to 100K on the gram and I decide to drop an album, I know people are gonna hear it. I know people are gonna listen to it. So it was like, let's build the brand up as much as we can, so that when we do release music, it's like, oh, like we're not starting at 400. Yeah, like we're not starting at 400 views and they get like, oh, excuse my language. The first thing we get is 5 and up. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, other things happen in between as to why we didn't release music, but like looking at it, like, you know, we look at it that way.
Right. So going into reality TV, growing up hip hop. What made you get into that?
I say this in every interview. If you know me, I was 100% opposed to reality TV just because, like,
it makes people look
crazy. Yeah, like it make people look crazy, and you're in situations that you cannot help but to respond to. Like at the end of the day, we are human, so you're watching TV and you're thinking we're just like buffoons, but in reality, what would you do? Like if you was in that situation, how would you react? Do you really think you would just walk away? Like if somebody say something to you, a lot of times it's just like,
yeah,
why are you playing with me? Like,
so
I tried to avoid it, but when we started speaking, it was pitched more so as like a family show. Like your dad's on the show, my aunt's on the show, like, and then the people that were on the show I knew were cool.
Yeah.
So I was
you
like,
didn't think you would be in drama?
Yeah, like I didn't think it would be like other reality shows that we watch. So I was just, come on, like, you know, like I was just gonna try to fly back, like past it, but you had to like.
You can't you can't sign a contract for no reality TV and expect them to get every single.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't even that. It wasn't even like, okay, this is gonna be strictly positive. Of course, you know it's gonna be drama. But like,
you didn't think you would be this.
The way they
you would think, yes, that's what it is. Like when you go back and see it, it's like, whoa, like that's not what happened. So I was definitely opposed to it, but I mean, you know, it works for certain people. It works for certain people.
So they asked, do you and Flavor Flav's daughter really have beef?
You know what's so crazy? I was just at a Fashion Week event like a week ago, and I saw her like for the first time since the show came out, and it was the same vibe as always. Good vibes. We don't have no beef.
Oh wow! It was just the cameras. It was
yeah.
up.
It's no like, but bro, come on. How could beef with me? Me? Come on now. We can't do that. I'm such a good energy, man. Always.
So like, do you feel like reality TV brings you out your character?
Yes, absolutely. And I probably would. I'm not gonna say I would never do it again because you can't say never, but it can. But if you know how to maneuver, now I know how to maneuver. So if I was to do it again, I would be
way more
better.
strategic.
I have a question because that's mad interesting. I've always thought to myself, if I'm in a reality TV show, it got to be on some random strangers coming together and we in a house and we doing shit.
Bad Girls Club.
That is not it.
I don't know about Bad Girls Club.
That's basically what you just said.
Jersey Shore is what I'm saying.
No.
Jersey Shore for black people.
First of all, I can't live with
people
I don't know. That's part of why I didn't go away to college because I couldn't have a roommate that I just didn't know. Like, so imagine being on TV like that.
Alright, so what reality TV show would you see yourself on?
None.
Really?
She said she's prepared for it and she won't be on any one of them?
Not again.
Come on.
I did it already.
I mean, I know you did it, but...
Yeah, you don't want to keep going in the same
And you gotta think about it too. I have more than that. Like I sing, I dance, I act. Like there's so many other things I could like pour myself into. It's not... That's what I'm saying.
I definitely want to see you in a movie one time.
Yeah, like it works for certain people. Like it's good for certain people.
What other actress like endeavors have you done?
I did a lot of... Like my acting training came from high school. Like I did like a lot of like and then I went to college for it. I went to AMDA, and I was doing like musical theater stuff, like Broadway stuff. That's where the real that's where you learn like articulation with your mouth pause, like for real, like all of that stuff. Like you have to like break yourself down. Like I remember
fix yourself up.
I remember one of my classes we had like we would do this thing called one-on-ones. Like after we would learn a script, we would have to do a one-on-one with our coach, our instructor. But the one-on-one is like me sitting here, him sitting directly in front of me. And you have to do these breathing exercises that they say let out your toxins, but really let out your emotions. You have to be emotionless to be an actress or an actor because you have to be able to tap into any emotion. So, exactly. So it basically rips you out of your emotions. And I remember like, this is probably like my second or third one. And I remember like completely breaking down in front of my teacher, like in the middle of my lines, and I had to still say my lines, like, but what I had to do was like change the context of what I was saying because now I'm crying. So what I'm saying has to match the fact that I'm sad. Now, if I would have never started crying and I was happy, I could have said those lines in a completely different way. Yeah. So people don't know what really goes into the acting thing, but it's really hard, and it's really, if you want to be good at it, it's really hard.
So you definitely want to do more acting.
Absolutely, I love it. I put in all that work. I got to do it now.
I'm gonna send Kobe some shit. My man's just trying to do a whole bunch of different little skits.
Let's do it.
I'm fucking weak. So when you did come out, you did have a partner. They asked what happened with that whole situation.
You know, people separate. People grow up. People want to do different things. Oftentimes when you're in groups, you may not agree with certain things anymore. Like, you start to grow into wanting more for yourself.
Yeah, and I feel like when you're younger, you definitely just living off impulse. And then as you get older, you realize
Exactly. And I mean, for those who know, we were also in a relationship too. So it was like, think about that. Like, we doing business together, we in a relationship together. Like, so it really just had a lot to do with outgrowing each other and just wanting different things from each other.
So would you ever date someone with the same career path as you?
I don't know.
Don't know what the future holds.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's actually a low-key good question. Because, you know, when you get up there...
I mean, I don't look for it. I definitely be like, he's
I feel like people with the
I do that. I definitely do that.
Because I feel like when people date in their same career, it don't work. Like Megan and Moneybag. That did not work.
Come on, you can't see Megan and Moneybag. The nigga is ugly.
You can't have an opinion.
Okay, so I also feel like,
damn, girl.
If it's the right person in the right situation, it could work because it's like, okay, you understand what I do for a living. You understand like my lifestyle. If I'm in the studio, like you get it. Working together, like taking your careers and like that might not go well. Work for certain people, but that might not work. But again, I don't like go outside and be like I do be like he's a rapper. No, I'm good. We can be friends. Like yeah, it's lit, but you never know what happens. So.
A week. I'm dead. So, and then, oh God, they was sending a lot of questions.
That's all right.
But they said, what's your relationship status now?
You will never know. You don't know if I got a man. You don't know if I got a girlfriend. You don't know if I got 3 niggas. You don't know what's going on. And you know, this is the first time I have like publicly nobody knows what's going on in my private life. So I'm really happy with keeping it that way.
Time.
Yeah.
I feel. Chris, got a question? No. So, yeah. All right. So, what's your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song to perform, Drip. Definitely one of my favorite songs, just because like, even if you don't know the words, once you hear the chorus the first time, you just naturally catch onto it.
That was me.
Yeah, like you know, you still start seeing people like vibe into it, and then my dancers, the choreography to it is sick, so it just makes it even more fun to perform.
Yeah, I did see. So you're gonna start dancing more in your videos?
Yeah, we just if I dance anymore, I ain't going to nobody. The last 2 videos we did, the last video we just put out, we danced again in that one too. So yeah, we gonna see you.
So check it right. So right now you have your Normani Cordays, you got your Tinashes, you got your Solanges, you got your Jasmine Sullivans, you got your who else? Let's just throw somebody in there. I need somebody.
Just Rihanna.
You got your Rihanna this year. Where would you fit? Because me personally,
nowhere.
You know what you said that, but then I watched the Drip video and I'm like, I'm getting a lot of Tinashe vibes, and that's okay. That's valid.
Okay, wait. Let's go back.
Let's
go back. Well, no, I can see why you say that because I see her stuff. Yeah, like I see her stuff, but she's not somebody who like she's not like I don't see her like.
She's not inspiring you.
Not even to say it like that. Like I don't like I see the people I see like that's in front of me, like artists in front of me is like Summer Walker, LMA. Like I see them on a regular. I don't see Tinashe on a regular. So it's not like
that makes sense. You
see what I'm trying to say? Like
Tinashe this goes back to the question that Kobe had.
Tinashe remind me of Ciara.
She's more pop. Tinashe's more pop. So that's what. Remember when she asked you
what genre? Yeah.
That's what. When I heard Drip, I was like, nah, this shit rolls.
Yeah.
Like, and then I saw the video.
But then when you hear the album, you're gonna be like, is she Jill Scott? Is she Solange? Is she Beyonce?
But see, that's what I want from an artist. That's I don't want you to come on how you were
the same
before.
energy.
No.
You have EPs and shit beforehand. Do something. You need an album. You don't need some shit you want to give out to artists. Right. I mean, not artists, but like your
fans,
fans and shit.
I promise. Once y'all, and you know, like I know people like this girl keep holding this damn album. I just know it's the weight is worth it. Okay. I could, and these 3 people sitting right here, they could vouch for. We listen to it every day, all day, back to back. So.
Head nod.
Yes.
So
that's 3 head nods. Yes. The 3 people she's talking about. They're making
can we get a title or something?
Yes. The name of the album is Love Talk.
Love Talk.
Love Talk.
How many songs?
I'm not telling you that.
Features?
No, I'm not telling you that.
So we just got a title. That's it.
Love Talk. The reason why, and it's a very simple name. I want it to stick. I want people to hear it and it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because that's really what we're talking about. Whether it's good love, bad love, toxic love, or the healthiest, purest love. Yeah.
All around.
Friendships, men, all of that good
stuff. You love
stuff.
friends. You love your friends.
For this album, where did you get your inspiration from?
My heart got broken.
Your heart got broken?
Yeah, like a year ago, like a year and a half ago. And I didn't know. I remember my heart being so broken. I didn't know what to do. So all I did was like, I'm going to the studio. Yeah, like I'm gonna just go to the studio. I didn't even write nothing. I just went in there.
Medicine for artists if it's not the studio. Laughter.
Weed.
For regular people. This is an artist.
Yo,
this is different. I feel that though. No funny. Like literally, when you feel a type of way, there's no, as a creative, you can't do anything but.
And I'm a really emotional person. Like. If I feel something, that's how I feel, no matter who I'm talking to. You can't tell me not to feel that way. So it's like, let me not say I don't take advice well, but I don't take like you trying to calm me down doesn't help. Like I have to be able to calm myself down.
Yeah, I gotta
the only way I
be
know
by
to do
myself.
that, is like going in the studio and like getting my shit out the way I know how
What's your
to.
birthday?
October 7th, I'm a Libra.
October 7th.
Libra.
I'm a shout out to y'all Libras.
Yep, gang. What's your sign?
Cancer gang, don't.
Oh, I like y'all. Hey.
Right
Oh my God.
What's your
I'm
sign?
a Virgo.
Oh, you like them. Them two over there. Them right there. What's your sign? Oh, I like y'all.
I'm dead.
Lit.
I'm weak. So is the EP gonna come this year?
Yeah.
Album?
Yes. This year I'm dropping some.
So not an EP. This
I'm
album.
dropping another song next week, and this is my favorite song that I've made of all the songs.
Really?
So yes, this is one of my favorite.
Can the fans get a title?
Yeah, it's called Henny V. Henny V. Yeah. Henny V.
So
if you've been watching me, you know who Henny V is. So I hope you guys are excited.
Me over here.
Oh, that's me. It's just when I'm drunk, because I only drink Hennessy. I don't drink nothing else. So yeah, you know.
It's a party Vina.
Yeah, but it's about love though. Like it's about like love, but it's spicy though. Like it's spicy. Like
Actually, describe who Henny V is. Like
I don't know who Henny V is. I don't even know Vina Love.
Henny, like she angry because Henny makes.
I'm not Henny V. Okay, Henny actually. I feel like Henny does to me what it does to nobody else, which is actually make me calm. And like very, like I have a calm drunk off of Henny.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like y'all be that's a placebo.
No, don't be wrong. See, you wanna know what's so crazy? I get lit off of Henny based off how I drink it. Like if I got a cup and I'm sipping it, I'm cool. If I'm taking shots of Hennessy, now I'm lit.
Nah,
we outside. We outside.
I feel like when I drink, I do stuff I really wanted to do, but I'm just not thinking twice.
I just
like it's like what Henny do to you, but it's like you might say something to somebody always wanted to say this, but it's just like she said.
I mean, yeah.
Henny
no, you know, I would say that because I just did this stuff.
Exactly.
I'm not staticky, but I am very
outspoken.
Like real outspoken. Yo, I can't even say what I did that. I can't even say it.
You gotta say, but like think about it in your head and then put it in like.
All right, so I saw this girl, and I was like,
be for nobody.
No, I don't gotta be for nobody. Yeah. And I think the way I approached her kind of threw her off too, because I was so like giddy, like I was lit, so I was in a happy mood. But what I said to her was like, "Bitch, did you just say?" But she was confused on how to react because I was in such a good mood, and I was so like. But I know if I was sober, I probably wouldn't have said it in a happy way,
exactly.
And we probably would have been fighting. And if I was drinking 1942, that would have been bad too. I don't drink tequila. I don't drink no light liquor. I don't drink none of that.
Is there a reason?
I will be running up and down the street but naked. We can't do that. No. I don't even do it. I don't allow it. One time I drank Patron probably like 3 weeks ago and I burnt my whole arm on a heater in the bathroom. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm in painful situations. I don't want that.
Tequila, gin, and rum. And I'm talking dark.
I could do. Anything dark. I could do.
So let me ask you this. So on Twitter, right? There's this trend, or I guess you call it a thread that's going around. It's like name 5 drinks that could describe myself. That describes me. 5 drinks that describe you right now.
Like liquor wise?
It could be liquor, literal juice. It could even be liquor, but 5 drinks.
Henny, Snapple iced tea, strawberry banana smoothies.
Strawberry banana smoothie.
What's one more? We could do. Nah, I don't drink that like that. I like anything fruit punch. Like you said, what?
You drink water all the time.
Yeah, I do drink water. Water, and what's one more?
You said 5.
Pepsi.
Oh yeah, Pepsi. For a fact, yeah, you're right. So Pepsi, water, strawberry banana, Hennessy, and Snapple iced tea.
Alright, so in respects, and you know, we always gotta show love to National Margarita Day, which was yesterday. So if you didn't get your margaritas,
I did not even know that. Wow.
Me either.
it was either yesterday. Well, yesterday was Saturday.
Okay, learn something new today. Okay, so
yesterday.
Definitely go out and get lit.
Crying.
Sunday, fuck it.
That was cute for Margarita Day. So what's some advice you would give to upcoming artists?
You're gonna hear no 1,000 times. Yes. Don't think the first time you hear it is like end all, like, oh my God, it's over, like what am I gonna do? You're gonna hear it so many times. Even at the peak of your career, you're gonna hear it. Don't let that deter you from what you know you can do. Like, and in order for you to do something, you don't necessarily have to know that you can do it. Just try it. Like, just if it's in your mind, if it pops in your head, it's just like, all right, fuck it. Let me just go try it and let's see what happens. And from there, like, that's the stepping stone right there. Like, all right, I tried it. I put my best foot forward. One step closer. And all you do is build on top of that. You advance yourself on top of that. And you can't do nothing if you're stupid. So you have to go get the knowledge. You have to go teach yourself stuff. You have to go research.
So that's what I wanted to ask you, because you seem like well knowledgeable, especially because your father. Where do you feel like you got a lot of knowledge from, like in the game? Was it like from experiences? Did people tell you and you still had to see for yourself, or how did that?
Well, I a couple different places, honestly. Like, for one, my mom being who she is, my mom is the GOAT. Like, people don't even know, like, the role she plays in my career. She does everything. She does absolutely everything. And more than that, coming from where we come from, like, she's seen a lot of things, as have I, but she grew up in a different time. Like, you know, she grew up in a different time, and she's been in this industry. Like, she's done the management thing, she's done the styling and all of that stuff. So she knows, like, a lot of the in and outs. And I grew up with all boys. All my friends are guys. They put me on the game. Right. They around other people, and they, like, you know, they just putting me on. So definitely hearing from a lot of people. And now I'm going through experience. Now I come in a room and I could peep, like, a vibe off rip. Like, yeah, he ain't it. She ain't it. So yeah, exactly.
Okay. And last question: what should your fans look forward to this year? We looking for an album.
Yes.
What else?
We definitely looking for an album. Hella videos. Shows. All kind, bro. I'm all over the place for this year already with stuff that hasn't even come out. So trust me, we all over the place. We gonna be lit. Y'all gonna get everything from every outlet we could possibly get through. Y'all gonna get it. 2020.
Yes. So tell people where to find you, where to find your music.
You can follow me on Instagram at VINA_LOVE. You can catch my new single, Drip, and Like It. And we dropping another one next week called Henny V. I'm super excited for that. You can catch them on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Google Play. Catch the videos on World Star. And we out here, kid. We out here. We outside. 2020. And before we go, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Yes. Rest in peace, Kobe. We can't get out of here without saying that. And just thank you guys so much for watching.
So you was a fan of Pop Smoke?
What? You seen this side?
I just had that.
Absolutely. What? Absolutely. It's you can't even go there, bro. Not even.
How you feel about that whole situation?
What? You know what's so crazy?
Because like I feel like beef is at an all-time high in New York City, and I feel like it doesn't ever come to an end.
It's not.
You feel like it's not either?
No, absolutely. The world will have to end. We gotta start over. It's not enough. It's not. No, seriously. It's not.
It's not enough people that wants it to end. That's what I feel like.
I just put up a quote the other day that Angela Davis said, basically saying like you have to get up every day and want to change the world as if you're not receiving anything for it. Like that kind of situation.
Yes, you gotta
to plant that seed in everybody's brain.
It's gonna take a miracle.
25-year-olds, 45-year-olds, 15-year-olds to go back and try to reset and plant that in people's head. That's too hard to do. At the end of the day, you could lead by example, but who's really doing that? Right. It's too many of us.
Our generation lead by example and live by example, but then you rap about something else. So it's like really. So
for Pop Smoke, he was an example of that. He was an example of being able to get up and go do something proper and in his own way. Yes, people may say it was ghetto and he was still talking about shooting people and killing people, but that's his truth. That's what all he knows to speak about. But he did the right thing with his life. So for you to be a hater like that, that shit don't got nothing to do with nobody. You're just a hater. You born a hater, and that's just that. So I don't think it will cease.
I ain't never met a nigga like you. I ain't never met a nigga like you, no. I ain't even really tryna fight you. I just really had to let you know. No, mama ain't raised no fool.